also play knight b6 though, attacking his rook, giving it really just one. Like if he goes rook b8, then I can play knight d7 with the tempo as well. All right, hey everyone, we're back here with another 10+0 rapid game. Let's do e4. We've been doing a lot of knight f3, but let's stick it back with the good old close Sicilian here, and let's do it, Magnus Sicilian style. Bringing our queen out early, a bit unprincipled here, and we're just going to fianchetto and castle long. I really like playing this way. It's very fun and dynamic, I would even say. So with the queen on c7, a6, and e6, I think I could play f4 right now. I could also just go king b1 right now, which also seems just fine. Yeah, let's play f4 and play knight f3. And I could play g4 at a moment now. Yeah, so g4. Okay, we're both playing really fast. g4 is a very thematic move to open up the g file. If he plays g4 and b4, I can't throw in g5 because then he takes attacking my queen. And then I can go to e8 to guard g7. I could go to knight a4. Overall, I like these positions. If b4, I probably go knight a4 to stop his pawns from advancing. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. So I think I will go g4. It's very thematic, I would say. I really want to open up the g file. My opponent's playing pretty instantly, but that's okay. Oh wait, this pawn hangs. That usually doesn't happen. So I think I'm going to go queen here. And this was kind of a disaster. I've blundered out of the opening pretty badly. So that's pretty disappointing. I could win the bishop pair, but I mean, that's not super appealing. I could win my pawn by going knight b6, and if rook b8 I can take. But the issue I think is knight b6, queen a7, pinning my knight to my queen. Don't really think I have any compensation for the pawn, do I? I do have bishop d3, which is just developing. That seems pretty principled. I want to win my pawn back in the center. This does seem pretty reasonable. I think I'm going to play it. Oh, knight b6 is bishop c5, forking the queen and knight. Actually, knight b6 would be a complete blunder there. But bishop d3 seems pretty principled. Just attacking his knight. So I can't really complain. f5 would be an interesting move. I am pretty disappointed with myself. Like maybe g4 was better. Okay, so takes, knight attack, knight discovery, knight a5 maybe? Attacking the queen, attacking... But then I'm just going to go queen here. Oh, maybe I go queen here, threatening checkmate, threatening the queen. I have to retrade. I take... Oh, if I take with my knight, my knight's pinned to my rook here. So I kind of need to get out of it. Maybe go rook g1 here. Rook g1 seems pretty reasonable. I'm a bit wary in this position because I've lost on time in a lot of positions, so I'm kind of scared. Yeah, knight e5 also doesn't seem horrible. No, it doesn't seem horrible at all. Oh, for what it's worth, I can go knight b6 because of bishop c5. I can take the rook, attacking his queen. So if he takes my queen, I take his queen. So knight b6 is definitely possible here, for whatever that's worth. I'm not sure if it's worth a lot at this moment. Still cannot believe I blundered out of the opening. That was pretty disappointing. I could also take on e4 without taking twice. I could just take once on e4 and then play knight e5. That also doesn't look super unreasonable. Knight takes, bishop takes, queen a5 maybe. And g5? Doesn't really seem unreasonable, to be honest. Let's go for it. I like it. Our opponent still pre-moving, still moving super fast. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. If bishop f6, I could consider g5. That would be an interesting move to consider. Okay. He plays pretty principally, though, which makes sense. Knight c5 seems pretty reasonable to me. Knight c5. Just attacking the bishop, honestly. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Knight c5. Let's attack the bishop. If I can get him to trade the dark square bishops, like I feel like my bishop is really unopposed on this file, which feels pretty good. Again, I'm gaining my knight off the edge of the board, which also feels pretty good. The biggest concern is just the time. I'm just moving pretty slowly like usual. I am controlling the d7 square an awful lot now, so I can successfully play rook d7 or knight d7 for whatever that's worth. Probably not much at this moment. I could have also played knight b6 though, attacking his rook, giving it really just one, like if he goes rook b8, then I could play knight d7 with the tempo as well. But I don't think that really leads to anything, and he could even go rook a7, although that would be weird because my queen would have vision on it, but his knight would be defending his rook. But I guess if I did play knight b6 and he did play rook a7, then I could. Well, I guess if I do take the knight on c6, so I think I'm just gonna take. He's gonna trade rooks, I think. Oh, he wants to play knight takes g4 and in between move. I did not realize that's what he wanted to do. Knight takes. Although after queen here, and I take on g4, I'm threatening checkmate, so I don't think he can actually do that. So I think his in-between move was for naught. I think it actually worsened his position, believe it or not. Oh man, I'm so tempted to make a black pawn sandwich here by taking with the e-pawn. It's probably not good though. f6 maybe. f6. Take with the e-pawn. My bishop scope is limited forever. Let's take with the bishop. I'm happy if he plays f6. I don't think he is, and I think he's going to centralize his rook. But then after... Okay, he does that instead, which also makes a lot of sense, to be honest. But my bishop doesn't belong on the square. I could play g5 now, actually. g5 now looks kind of tempting. Let's play it. g5 now. Bring our bishop back. Bring the queen back. Threaten checkmate. Get his bishop in a more defensive position. Infiltrate on the 7th rank. Life is looking not so bad. Even though I'm down a pawn, it doesn't look that bad for me. Okay, that's his idea. He's saying, booga booga, I'm studying checkmate. Which I'm not really, not checkmate, but studying the check at the very least. I'm not really scared about this at all. So let's just go here. Bishop g2 is incoming. Let's do it. Maybe bishop a1. Bishop g2, a4, queen here. Bishop f8, queen d7. I'm not worried. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bring our bishop back. Play here. Not too shabby. He'll also play f6 instead of playing. Maybe he'll blunder checkmate. No, he's not going to. Queen d7 though. Makes a lot of sense. Queen d7. I don't see why not. Maybe, do I have to worry about this passed pawn? E3 here, E2, bishop here. Bishop c5 would be a nice trick, but I just go back here. I should be doing okay. I have a lot of activity with my rook on the 7th rank, which feels good. This might not be enough to draw, though, which is kind of disappointing. But I did blunder a pawn out of the opening, so I don't really blame myself too much for that. Let's just go here. Centralized pieces, looking good. This pawn will not last forever. And it's just crazy how passive his pieces are. Well, just his bishop mostly. If his rook ever leaves this file, then I'm threatening rook d8, bishop d6. I don't think he's going to blunder that, though. Could go e3, which would be an interesting move. E3, I'd probably go rook d3, because if he tries to defend, I can just I can go bishop d4, and if he pushes, that's a bit scary actually. Oh, I have to be very careful. He has some tricks up his sleeve. If e3, if I go here, he can go bishop c5. Okay, that move I'm not worried about. I could let him take. I could also just play h4 myself. h4 myself doesn't look that bad, but allowing me to take. Can't take the open file, which is good, but my bishop does become a bit loose. I'm going to play h4. I think that's the most principled move. So if he takes back with his h-pawn, I can take back with my own h-pawn. And my bishop is solidified on e5, which is the most important part. My bishop is solid here. Can't get moved. e3 is a very tricky attempt, but it does feel like his pawn is a bit overextended, so I don't think he's going to play it because his pawn just feels a bit overextended there. So e3, rook e2, bishop c5. What do I do? If e3, can I play rook d8 and... No, I can't. Bishop here, rook here. Wait, can I take? Jack. Oh, let's just take. Wait, hold up. He kind of let me get away with this a little bit. It doesn't look. Wait, hold up. His king looks kind of weak, actually. If I go check here, check here, king f8, bishop here. Wait, no. I win the pawn at the very least. Bishop e3, king here. Do I want to win this pawn or not? Actually, I'm not sure if I actually want to win this pawn or not. Let's do it, though. Wait, let's win this pawn because... Do this. Bishop here. Oh, I can't. Oh my gosh. I blundered mate in 2. There's a pawn on a3. Yeah, that's... Jesus, man. Holy cow. That's just a pawn. That's just a pawn. Yeah, okay. Well, that was pretty bad by me. But everything was fine. G4, it's not the right moment to play G4 though. Even though the position is still 0.0, which is kind of crazy to think about, but I have compensation. I should not have given up my bishop though. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Play thematically. Offside castling, you're down a pawn, but you have the 2 bishops staring into this position. Why are you trading off the bishop pair and giving him an advanced pawn? Yeah, when I say that out loud, it makes a lot of sense, but in the moment... Oh my gosh, I thought for 2 minutes. I thought for 3 minutes on that move. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I thought for 3 minutes on that move. And yeah, I mean, that was just a bad move. And he could have taken the pawn on G4, I think. Like if he played knight takes, I think that would have been good. There's queen here, f5, and even if I play h3, Knight f6. So I have to I'll take like this. And if he takes, then I have h3. But it's not enough here because I'm just down a piece. Alright, so yeah, he could have taken the pawn on g4, but he doesn't want to calculate, so he just takes back the knight. And he's slightly better here, but I might be able to hold on. B takes a4 is the best move, because if queen takes a4, and I win my pawn back, and it's scary for white, but white should be doing okay, which is kind of wild. Didn't really consider that. But instead I try to play actively, but it does not pan out. Rook d8 check. Oh my goodness. Rook d8 check. Because after king h7, there's h5. So he would have had to go bishop f8. But it looks like it's still not enough. Black is still better, but it's at least complicated. Oh, rook d1 would be necessary. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So it's still worse for white, but it definitely was a better try. Instead, I go for this, and I'm just dead lost. So, all right. Well, I'm going to end it there. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.